How's it going, gamers? It's Brad, I'm back, and welcome to episode 1 of the adulting course. I figured we'd start out with something that is more confusing than not, and I'm not going to waste your time. Alright, so, you're on the grind again! Or for the first time, maybe. You got a job, you're getting paid, etc., and Uncle Sam's got his hand out. You don't even know what the hell a W-2 is, no less a tax is. You don't want to end up in prison for tax evasion. But gamers, I got you, trust me. So, let's start with this. What the hell is a W-2? Well, it basically stands for a wage and tax statement. Not really certain why they make it so complicated. Just kidding. I absolutely am. They try to make it complicated on purpose so that once you get to more advanced tax-paying procedures, you end up paying more than you need to. But that's a different video. I'm not promoting editing, Brad. I'm not promoting tax evasion. Okay, back to it. Today, W-2. Basically, how much did you make and how much do you owe? It's something that your employer is required to give to you by this date every year. All right? Even if you don't work for the full year, even if you work part-time, full-time, for a month, for a week, for a decade, they have to give you W-2 by this time of the year, every year. What do you do with that W-2? Well, you can take the IRS route, and typically, if I remember right, W-2s do have instructions kind of on them, but let's make it as simple as possible. Okay, you should be able to focus on work, school, etc., whatever you need to do. TurboTax, I'm sure you've heard of it, and if you've been looking into how to do your own taxes, I'm sure you've seen it around. I can testify for it. It works. Now, if you're just working a job and receiving a W-2, like basically what that means, you have an employer, you're working part-time, full-time, doesn't really matter, and you receive a W-2 by this time every year. Your employer has to give it to you. I don't recommend doing things under the table. That could accidentally also get you into a little case of tax evasion by mistake. Cringe. But you have an employer, you work a job for hours, and you receive a W-2 by this time every year. What do you do with that? Easy. The TurboTax app is actually the easiest way to do it. I know, PC Master Race. But the TurboTax app, what it lets you do is literally scan your W-2. And it does all the work for you, except for the fact that it asks you a few questions like, oh, well, are you married? Do you have kids? Dependents is another word for those. It's all the IRS cares about. And what kind of income range, stuff like that, which it derives from the W-2, of course. Only use the free version. That's another thing, gamers. All right. All you need is the free version. It gets your tax return maximized right away. There's going to be upsales and offers. Now, I would only recommend upgrading your tax system if you're going to be self-employed. And if you're going to be self-employed, here's what I recommend. Quickbooks, self-employed. Essentials, more particular. If you're starting your own business, if you have a franchise, I'd ask corporate what the best option for you is, what their systemized options are. But QuickBooks Self-Employed. And if you want to, you can upgrade to QuickBooks Self-Employed bundled with TurboTax Live, and they let you speak to live CPAs. If I understand correctly, and I'm not sure if they're still offering this as of the time of viewing, you can talk with them 24 hours a day. So it works with your whole I'm my own boss schedule, epic style. So that's all you need to know with taxes, basically. Yeah, except for what your CPA will tell you. And
no, listen, y'all. These kids.
Again, I'm not a financial expert. This is not legal advice. I recommend talking to, again, a financial expert about all this. And like I said, I'm not going to waste your time. Keeping this under 5 minutes. There's
Psych, Brad. Look at the timestamp, dummy.
Not really much to say about it. Just be careful, gamers. Make sure, again, also that your employer is paying you the proper wages. Always evaluate your pay stubs in detail, and count your hours yourself. But gamers, that's going to do it for today's episode of the adulting course. This is episode 1 of many. And if you like the video, I got to start asking for this. I'd appreciate a like. If not, that's okay. It is what it is. It just helps out. Typical mama algorithms fancy a little bit. And if you're looking forward to future episodes of the adulting course, we've got a bunch of this laid out. I'm going to do stuff like cleaning, car maintenance, stuff like that. Just bare bones basics that'll really get you through the whole adulting thing. And honestly, that's not nearly as scary as everybody makes it sound. It's not nearly as overwhelming and, full of responsibility as it might seem. It is full of responsibility, but trust me, it's invigorating and it's freeing if you do it right, gamers. Epic style, all right? Love you, specifically you, all right? Stay epic, and we're back. Epic style. Oh yeah, and just in case you couldn't tell, at the time of releasing this, the rest of the Adulting course is not out. So if you want to see the rest of it in the future, get notified of it, sub bell. YouTube should, no guarantees I guess, tell you when those episodes come out. So gamers, stay epic, and talk soon. Gotcha. Love you.
Specifically you. Talk soon. Epic style.